Have you ever been in money struggle? If yes, let me ask you something. You know what separates a millionaire from someone perpetually struggling? It's not luck. It's not inheritance. It's the willingness to make uncomfortable decisions when everyone else is making comfortable excuses. Money doesn't care about your feelings. It flows to those who respect its rules. Let me tell you something nobody wants to hear. You're not broke because you don't make enough. You're broke because you spend like you're already rich and invest like you're already poor. I've seen it 1,000 times in my 15 years as a financial consultant, and I'm going to be brutally honest with you today because someone needs to be. Walk through any middle-class neighborhood in Dallas, Toronto, or Guadalajara, and you'll see the same pattern. Brand new trucks in driveways attached to houses with second mortgages, designer bags on kitchen tables next to overdue bills, the latest iPhone in hands that haven't saved $1 in months. This isn't living well. This is financial theater, and you're the only one watching. I remember consulting for a guy in his 30s, let's call him Marcus. He made $75,000 a year and wore a Rolex. When I asked about his investment portfolio, he laughed nervously. "I'm working on it," he said. Marcus had a $1,200 watch and a $200 savings account. He looked successful at every party, but his net worth told a different story. 6 months later, his car broke down, and he had to borrow money from his parents. The Rolex couldn't fix his transmission. Here's what the wealthy understand that broke people don't. Every dollar you spend to impress someone is a dollar that can't work for you. Warren Buffett, one of my personal heroes, still lives in the house he bought in 1958 for $31,500. He's worth over $100 billion. Think about that. The man could buy a private island shaped like his face, but he chooses to live modestly because he understands something fundamental. Real wealth whispers, while poverty screams for attention. If you want to stop being part of the 99% and finally build wealth, subscribe now. This channel is your wake-up call. But it's not just about spending. It's about how you spend your time. Time is the only currency that doesn't inflate. You can't print more of it. You can't borrow it. Once it's gone forever. Yet I watch people scroll through social media for 3 hours a day and then complain they don't have time to start a side business or learn about investing. You're not busy. You're distracted. There's a difference. I had a friend in Lyon who worked a regular job and spent every evening watching reality TV. He'd complain about money constantly. "Franklin," he'd say, "some of us aren't lucky like you." Luck? I spent those same evenings for 8 years building my first business, learning, failing, adjusting. While he watched strangers live fake lives on television, I was building a real life. 5 years later, his salary stayed the same. My businesses employed dozens of people. That wasn't luck. That was a choice. Let's talk about financial education, because this is where most people lose the game before they even start playing. You spend 12 to 16 years in school, and nobody teaches you how money actually works. Not really. They don't teach you about compound interest, asset allocation, tax strategies, or passive income streams. Then you graduate, get a job, and wonder why you feel trapped. It's like trying to win at chess when nobody taught you how the pieces move. I've managed hundreds of employees over the past 8 years, and I can tell you the number one thing that separates those who advance from those who stagnate. Curiosity about money. The ones who grow are reading books, listening to podcasts, taking courses. They're uncomfortable and learning. The ones who stay stuck are comfortable and stagnant. They want more money but won't spend 30 minutes learning how it multiplies. That's not a money problem. That's a priority problem. Fear is the silent wealth killer. It disguises itself as wisdom. "Don't take that risk," it whispers. "Stay where it's safe." And you listen because fear sounds so reasonable. But here's what fear doesn't tell you. Staying broke is also a risk. Playing it safe with your money means watching inflation slowly eat your purchasing power. It means working until you're 70 because you were too afraid to invest at 30. I'll never forget a conversation with a mentor who built a commercial real estate empire in Mexico City. He told me, "Franklin, poor people see obstacles and stop. Rich people see obstacles and strategize." He was right. When I started my first business, I didn't have all the answers. I was terrified. But I started anyway, adjusted as I went, and learned faster through doing than I ever could through planning. Speaking of planning, or the lack of it, let me ask you something. Where do you want to be financially in 5 years? Do you have a number, a goal, a strategy? Or are you just hoping things work out? Hope is not a financial plan. I've consulted with people making $40,000 a year with detailed financial roadmaps, and I've met people making $200,000 with no idea where their money goes. Guess which group builds wealth? Every dollar needs a job. That's what my team and I teach. When money comes in, it should know exactly where it's going. Investments, savings, expenses, giving. Not tracking your money is like trying to win a game without keeping score. You might feel like you're doing okay, but the scoreboard tells a different truth. Now, this channel, what we're building here, takes real work. My team and I spend hours researching, scripting, filming, and editing to bring you insights that could genuinely change your financial trajectory. We do this because we believe valuable information should reach valuable people like you. If this content is helping you see money differently, subscribe. Encourage this work. Your subscription tells us you're serious about transformation, and I prioritize responding to subscribers first because you're my community. You're the ones taking action. The last trap I see everywhere, from Vancouver to Marseille to Monterey, is waiting for the perfect moment. I'll start investing when I make more money. I'll start that business when I have more time. I'll learn about finances when things calm down. Things never calm down. Life doesn't get less busy. The perfect moment is a myth that keeps you stationary while opportunity passes by. Ray Dalio, the billionaire founder of Bridgewater Associates, didn't wait for perfect conditions. He started his investment company from his 2-bedroom apartment. Jeff Bezos started Amazon in a garage. These weren't people with perfect circumstances. They were people who acted despite imperfect circumstances. Money flows to action takers, not excuse makers. Here's my challenge to you. Pick one thing from this video and implement it this week, not next month, not when you feel ready. This week. Maybe it's creating a budget. Maybe it's opening an investment account. Maybe it's spending 1 hour learning about compound interest instead of scrolling. One action. That's how transformation starts, not with perfect knowledge, but with imperfect movement. Drop a comment below and tell me which money mistake you're going to fix first. And let me know where you're watching from. I love seeing our global community grow. Before you go, check out the last video in the description where I break down the exact investment strategy I used to build my first million. It's linked on the end screen too. Remember, broke isn't a bank account status, it's a mindset, and mindsets can change today.